Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For all those who have subscribed to this channel, thank you very much. And for all those who are visiting me for the very first time, please do subscribe. Well, I thought I will make a video on what would they ask you when they call you for the audition, the virtual audition. What are the things they might ask you during the virtual audition? But I thought that if I put everything in one go, it might be too much of an information for you to grasp. So I just thought I'll divide it into maybe three parts. So in the first part today, what I'm going to talk to you about is what are some of the things you will not do when you're giving your interview. What are some of the things you should not do? You know what you have to do, I will be covering a little later, but what are the things you should not do, and what are these mistakes I have seen people do when they are talking to the jury. It maybe it's in a personal interview, or maybe on an on stage kind of an interview, or maybe an audition interview. So what are the things you should not do? The first and foremost is that do not use too many fillers. Like when you're talking about something and then and and this and that and this and then yeah, all these words are fillers, and they are very very bad. Please do not use these fillers. Be absolutely, let your conversation flow like a river. So these fillers are very distracting. Don't do that. So when you're practicing your interview question and answers, or what they might ask or not ask, or whatever answers you are practicing, see to it that you do not add these fillers. The second thing you must always remember is, a lot of people, when they are asked, tell me something about yourself, and they start, myself so and so. Myself so and so is grammatically wrong. So your first impression itself will go wrong. So you can say, I am so and so, or my name is so and so. Never start your telling about yourself with myself. It's absolutely wrong, and if you are used to doing that, please change that. The third thing is, when a question is asked, you say, oh yes, that's right, absolutely, definitely, oh I agree. These are some of the things. Again, definitely I'll tell you about myself, absolutely I will let you know, or something like that. Again, when you start your answers with these kind of words, it puts people off. Don't do that. The next is, do not memorize your answers. Because if you memorize your answers, you sound like a parrot. There is no voice modulation, and it's all in monotone. And what if you forget one sentence? You'll forget the whole thing. And maybe you have appeared for a couple of pageants before, and you are expecting this kind of question will come to you, and you have retoed it so much, you memorized it so much that just and then done. Don't do that. So very very important, don't memorize. So how would you remember what you have to say? Is to just remember the bullet point and elaborate the bullet point. That's what good speakers do. They just have bullet points in front of them just to remind them what they have to say, and then they open that bullet point and explain it. The next thing you must not do is to give very closed answers. Okay, so what do? Then you just give a one word answer. I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, I'm a business person, I'm an accountant, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh my god, you just open it up, because an interview is an opportunity which is like, that will be the only time when you will be face to face with the jury. So best is to give an open-ended answer. So if somebody says, so what do? Explain it, open it up. I'm an entrepreneur of so and so, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, and just open it up and let them understand what you are doing and why you are doing it. Okay, so what is the outcome? What are you looking for when you have done this? So try your best, but don't be too much of verbose. Try to finish whatever you have to say in about 30 seconds. That's the maximum. If you go beyond 30 seconds, then it becomes too much for people. They lose attention. And sometimes when you have rehearsed yourself, and when you say things, you think that you've just taken 30 seconds, but when you actually look at the watch, you've just used maybe 10 seconds. So you have 30 seconds, good 30 seconds to answer, and you can talk a lot in those 30 seconds, sorry. So just pick up some bullet important points and elaborate them within 30 seconds. So don't be too verbose. Also, do not keep shifting your conversation to the cause. Whatever they ask you, maybe somebody says that, well, what are your hobbies? So you say, well, I normally, my hobby is that I love cycling, but most of the time, when I cycle straight to the NGO I work for, and I spend so much of time at that. We simply asked you what are your passions. Nobody wanted to go to the cause. Just because a cause is attached to it and you keep going to the cause, drawing attention to it and how much time you've spent for it and blah 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 blah, that puts people off. So whatever question has been asked, just remain around that particular thing what they have asked you, rather than twisting everything back to the cause. So it's like you're seeking attention and just trying to tell them that I've just worked for this, I've worked for this. So where are you as a person? That's what they want to know. And in a personal interview, most of the questions would be to know about you, who you are, what kind of a person you are, what are your values, what have you accomplished till now, what are your aims in life, how do you pass your time, and stuff like that. So it will be more to get to know you rather than all the time. Of course, maybe they want to check about how do you go back to humanity, but that's not the only thing they are looking for. And also, don't talk anything negative, nothing negative. So even if they counter question, and if you have to say something negative or some weakness you're talking about, end it with a positive thing. That yeah, this happened, but I have learned from it, and then I'm doing this too, now do that, and doing that too. Just turn that negative more into a positive, and don't try to just talk about negative things thinking that it'll get you some sympathy or it'll get you some attention. Well, that may not happen. So don't do that. So also, when you practice, please be very cautious about the grammar you're using, the tenses you're using. Don't use too many technical words or very, very difficult words for a common man to understand. Just trying to show off that, I know the language so well that, these are the words. Come up with words which a common man understands, because it's not just about judges and the audience, it's a lot of people who will be hearing your introduction when it's at a public platform, and everybody should be able to understand and connect with you. So these are some of the things you should not do when you are being interviewed. So in my next video, which will be more elaborate, I will tell you how to crack that interview. And of course, in don'ts comes another very important thing, is don't look shabby, look well groomed, be well dressed. So with this, thank you very much, and I'll soon be seeing you with another video on how to crack your interview. Till then, sayonara.